Preliminary findings from the Center for the Study of Hate and Extremism found that America's largest cities saw a 6% drop in hate crimes in 2020, but anti-Asian hate crimes didn't experience a decline of any sort. In fact, that same study shows that anti-Asian hate crimes saw a surge of 145% just last year. After the killing of 8 people in Atlanta area massage parlors last week, 6 of whom were Asian women, the discrimination and hate towards Asian Americans can't be ignored, even states away in Montana.
Of course, we want to be proud of the state that we live in, but people are experiencing a lot of hate and racism, not just towards Asian Americans, but for a lot of our different minority communities here. And to say that it's not happening would be really turning a blind eye to something that is more prevalent to someone else than it may be to you.
Alex Kim works as the racial injustice specialist for Empower Montana. He says a spike in Asian American hate crimes comes as no surprise.
With anything in our society, if we have leadership or people that have power and a platform fueling racism and hate, then it's easy to fall along with that and to go with that kind of language and rhetoric. And so it's definitely not a surprise to me to see the rise of hate towards Asian Americans.
While an incident like the Atlanta shootings might have occurred in a big city over 1,000 miles away, the effects trickle down into communities just like Missoula.
So for an Asian person to see that all the way across the states or even anywhere in the world, it's hard not to see yourself or your mom or your sister or your relatives or your friends.
So where do we go from here? Racial injustice won't be solved overnight, but on behalf of Empower Montana, Kim recommends starting a conversation about the injustice, looking at situations from a different perspective, and examining who our leaders are and what they stand for.
In Montana, there's still a legislative session that's going on. I think that it's really important that everybody considers who they're voting for and what they're affiliated to.
Kim says Empower Montana can be a great resource if you don't know how to have that initial conversation about racial injustice. You can find their contact info online at empowermt.org. In Missoula, Megan Mannering, MTN News.